Hi there, and welcome to this day in history for April 1st. April 1st is the 91st day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, 92nd in leap years, with 274 days remaining until the end of the year. April 1st is the first day of the second quarter of the year and the midway point of the first half of the year, as well as the ever-popular April Fool's Day, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. I'm a little late getting this one out, and I apologize for that. I will try to get caught up and stay on track a little better, but here you go, April 1st. Today's word is erose. Erose. Erose is an adjective that means irregularly notched or jagged. It comes to us from an evolution of Latin words that have to do with gnawing, to gnaw, to bite. And so it describes the way a thing looks when it's been bitten, jagged like that. Earliest documented use of the word erose is 1793. I'd like to take a moment to remind you that links to my research are included in the show notes, to ask you to go ahead and click that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Stay to the end for the outtakes, and let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Remember that you can share this video with others by email or in your social media. And with that, let's start in the year 33, when the Last Supper was held. While some traditions of All Fool's Day or April Fool's Day had been around probably since the 1500s, English pranksters really began popularizing the idea by playing practical jokes on each other April 1st, 1700. And it's an idea that just keeps on giving. Charles Dickens' novel Hard Times began serialization in his magazine Household Words on April 1st, 1854. Singapore became a British Crown colony on April 1st, 1867. The Wrigley Company was founded in Chicago, Illinois on April 1st, 1891. American pianist and composer Scott Joplin is known for his ragtime compositions, was actually dubbed the King of Ragtime. During his brief career, he wrote over 100 original ragtime pieces, a ragtime ballet, and 2 operas. One of his first and most popular pieces, The Maple Leaf Rag, became ragtime's first and most influential hit. He also wrote a song, The Entertainer, which many of us might associate with a movie called The Sting. I've placed links to both these songs in the show notes. Scott Joplin died on this day in 1917 at the age of 48. Swiss psychologist and author Hermann Rorschach, the guy with the inkblot tests, died on this day in 1922. He was 37. On April 1st, 1924, Adolf Hitler was sentenced to 5 years imprisonment for his participation in a thing called the Beer Hall Putsch. He only spent 9 months in jail, but that might be a story for another time. The Royal Canadian Air Force was formed on April 1st, 1924. April 1st is the birthday of American actress Debbie Reynolds. She was born in 1932 and lived to the age of 84. This is the birthday of American model and actress Ali MacGraw, born April 1st, 1939, and I have to tell you, I was quite surprised at the year of her birth. I really thought she was a lot closer to my age than that. She still looks great, though. Beautiful head full of stunning silver hair. She still looks great, Ali MacGraw. Also the birthday of American baseball player and manager Phil Niekro, born April 1st, 1939. I met him when I lived in Cooperstown. Nice guy. President Dwight D. Eisenhower authorized the creation of the United States Air Force Academy in Colorado on April 1st, 1954. President Richard Nixon signed the Public Health Cigarette Smoking Act into law April 1st, 1970. This is the one that requires the Surgeon General's warnings on tobacco products and bans cigarette advertising on television and radio in the United States. And this became effective then on January 1st, 1971. The first of over 670,000 AMC gremlins were released in North America on April 1st, 1970. Who remembers the gremlin? Did you have one? Let me know in the comments. Tell me your gremlin stories. A tiger conservation project known as Project Tiger is probably way different from Project Runway. Yeah, Project Tiger was launched in the Jim Corbett National Park in India on April 1st, 1973. Oh yeah, they hadn't even heard of Project Runway by then. You could say that this is the birthday of Apple Incorporated, as it was formed by Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne in Cupertino, California, USA on April 1st, 1976. Nickelodeon was launched in the United States on April 1st, 1979. Comet Hale-Bopp was seen passing at perihelion on April 1st, 1997. And what is perihelion? Well, I'm so glad you asked. Perihelion is the nearest point of a body's direct orbit around the sun. On April 1st, 2004, Google announced Gmail to the public. And I think that's going to do it for us today. As always, links to my research are included in the show notes. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a like if you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share if you found this video interesting, entertaining, or informative. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Uh-oh, where'd my screen go? That was exciting. I don't have all the text. We'll do that in a minute. And we'll probably leave that part out. So many mistakes. I don't know how all that's going to go together, or if it's even going to make it to the video. We'll just see. That's not going to go. Yeah, we're going to cut those out. That'll all be laying on the cutting room floor. So I'll just do that whole thing over. That might not make it into the video. We'll see. Changing it up.